Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Math Lesson 13, Day 5. So in our instruction book, we are on page 122 and 123. We are still practicing finding different strategies to add three-digit numbers. So let's go ahead and get started on page 122. Number 1, it says, how can you show 203 plus 160? Circle all the correct answers. So look at our options. So it wants us to break up the value of each digit with these three-digit numbers. So we have to decide which number sentences show the correct value for those digits. So let's start with 203. Let's find the value of 203. So 203, the first digit is in the hundreds place. So 200s is the same as what number? 200 plus, now we go to our tens place. Do I have any tens? No, so I'm not going to write anything for the tens place. And our ones, how many ones do we have? We have 3 ones. So 203 is 200 plus 3 ones. All right, let's look at 160. 160, starting in our hundreds place, we have 100. So 100 plus 6 tens, which is the same as what number? 60. And our ones place, we have 0 ones. All right, so now we are going to go over and find which answers are correct. Which answers can we use to find the whole? So look at A. It says 300 plus 60 plus 3. Well, let's look at our values over here. So we have 300. So 200 plus 100 is 300 plus 60 plus 3. That would help us find the whole for 203 plus 160. So we can circle that one. Letter B says 300 plus 90. Look at the tens that we have. We only have 6 tens. Now, what this could have been is they could have accidentally made those 3 ones 3 tens. So B is not an option. We do not have 9 tens. All right, let's look at C. It says 200 plus 100 plus 60 plus 3. Look at the value of our digits. We have 200 plus 100 plus 60 plus 3. Could we use this number sentence to find our whole? Yes, because it is showing us the value of all our digits. All right, in letter D, it says 3 plus 60 plus 300. Which of our number sentences have the same parts but in a different order? Letter A. So D would also help us find our whole. It's just showing our ones, tens, and hundreds first. So we would have to think about it a little deeper. So using these number sentences, what is the whole for 203 plus 160? 363. 300 plus 60 plus 3. All right, let's go to number 2. It says Jane writes 700 plus 90 plus 9 to add 2 three-digit numbers. What 2 numbers could she be adding? Circle the correct answer. All right, so Jane writes 700 plus 90 plus 9 to add 2 three-digit numbers. What numbers could she be adding? Circle the correct answer. All right, Smarties. So let's look at that equation. 700 plus 90 plus 9. What number would that make? That would make 799. So we are making a whole of 799. So let's start with letter A, 354 plus 455. Now, If you need an extra piece of paper, go ahead and get it because we're going to be working out some problems. Okay, so let's start with letter A, 354 plus 455. Here is how I'm going to solve this. I am going to show the value of each digit. So 354 and 455. So 354 would be 300, right? Because we have 3 in the hundreds place, plus 5 tens, which is the same as 50, plus 4 ones. 455, we start with our hundreds. We have 400, so 400, plus 5 tens, so 50, plus 9. All right, so let's compare what whole we are supposed to be making. We are supposed to be making a whole of 700 plus 90 plus 9. So let's go ahead and add the values of our places. So start with our ones. We have 9 ones. Okay, so far so good. Now we go to our tens. What's 50 plus 50? Oh, 100. Plus 300 plus 400, so 700. Can letter A be an option? No, because we have 100 in the tens place. All right, let's solve another one. So A didn't work. Let's go to letter B. So we're going to do 396 plus 313. So I'm going to write 396 and 313. I'm going to show the value of each digit. Okay, so 396, 300s, so 300, plus 9 tens, which is the same as 90, plus 6 ones, 313. We have 300s, plus 110 plus 3 ones. All right, now I'm going to put the values together for our ones, tens, and hundreds. So starting with our ones, we have 9 ones. Our tens place, we have 9 tens plus 1 tens. So that would make 100. And then 300 plus 300. All right. So if we put 600 plus 700 plus 100 together, we would have 700, no tens, plus 9 ones. So does letter B show us 700 plus 90 plus 9? Not quite. So these number sentences, these equations are really tricky because we have to pay really close attention to make sure we are getting the correct whole. All right, let's go to letter C. It says 521 plus 278. So Smarties, I am showing the value of each digit and putting those values together to help me find my whole. So are you ready for our next one? Here we go. So you have 521 and 278 written, right? Okay, let's check. All right, so 521. Starting with our hundreds, how many hundreds do we have, Smarties? We have 5 hundreds. So 5 hundreds has a value of 500. Our tens place. We have 2 tens. What is the value of 2 tens? 20. So 500 plus 20. And our ones, we have 1 1. Okay, let's go to 278. 278, starting with our hundreds. 200s has a value of 200. Our tens place, 7 tens has a value of 70. And 8 ones. All right, and let's put those values together. So starting with our ones, we have 9 ones plus our tens place. We have 20 plus 70. So looking at the number of tens, 2 plus 7 would be 9 tens, so 90. And then our hundreds. So I can bring those zeros for our ones and tens straight down, and 500 plus 200 would be 700. 700 plus 90 plus 9. We found our match. So 521 plus 278 makes a whole of 799. All right, whew, that took a while. But that's what we have to do with math, Smarties. We have to work out our problems to find our correct answer. All right, let's go to number 3. It says find 563 plus 127. Fill in the chart, then complete the equation. All right, so we're going to start with 563. 563 has 5 hundreds, 6 tens, and 3 ones. Okay, 127 has 100, 2 tens, and 7 ones. All right, now we are going to put that all together. So bringing our hundreds down, we have 6 hundreds, 8 tens. What's 3 plus 7? 10 ones. Think about it, Smarties. 10 ones is the same as one group of 10. So here's what I'm going to do so I don't get tricked by this. I'm going to cross this out. I am going to put a 0 down here. And then I'm going to add 1 10 to 8 tens. So now I have 9 tens. Okay, so now I have do my hundreds change though? No, my hundreds don't change. So I still have 6 hundreds. I now have 9 tens and 0 ones. We can't get tricked when we have too many ones or too many tens. We have to move them to the correct place value. All right, let's go to number 4. It says write the missing numbers on the open number line. Then write the addition equation that the number line shows. Ooh, okay. All right, so it looks like we are starting with our first part, which is 632. So 632 is our first part. So I'm going to write 632. That's the part that we know. Our second part, we are adding with the value of digits in that second part. So it looks like our first value is 200. So I'm going to add 200 to 632. So if I add 2 hundreds, the only place that's going to change is our hundreds place. So if I add 2 hundreds to 632, that'd be 6, 7, 8 hundreds. And my tens and ones stay the same, 332. So 832. Now it looks like we're skipping from 832 to 862. Now you're going to have to look really closely, Smarties, at our place value. So we have 832 and we're skipping to 862. Which place value is changing? In 862, are our hundreds changing? Nope. Are our ones changing? Nope. What about our tens? 832 has 3 tens. 862 has 6 tens. So if I go from 32 to 62, how many tens do I need? 32, 42, 52, 62. So how many tens am I adding? I'm adding 3 tens, which is the same as 30. All right. And so now we are at 862. And now we are going to add 9 more. So I can start at 862 and count 9 more. Are you ready? 862, 863, 864, 865, 866, 867, 868, 869, 870, 871. So 800s, 7 tens, and 1 1. All right, so now we have to take our second part and put those values together to make our 3-digit number. So let's start with the hundreds. How many hundreds did we have? We added 2 hundreds first. Then we added 30, which is 3 tens. And how many ones did we add? We added 9 ones. And all together, what was our whole? 871. Whew, that one's tricky. But remember, if an open number line works for you, you got to use it. All right. Now it says use the information in the box, for problems 5 and 6. All right. Carmen has 172 photos of her family. She also has 153 photos of friends. Which photo album will hold all her pictures? All right, so I'm going to read that again, and then we're going to save this part for the end, okay? So Carmen has 172 photos of her family. That is an important number. I'm going to circle it. She also has 153 photos of friends. Which photo album will hold all her pictures? So what we need to do first is find how many pictures she has altogether of her family and friends. When we find that whole, we will be able to choose which album is going to be the best fit for her. So let's find the whole for 172 plus 153. So 172 plus 153. And I am going to show the value of these digits. All right, so 172. 172 is 100. Good job, Smarties. 7 tens. What number has a value of 7 tens? 70 plus 2 ones. Okay, I want you to go ahead and fill out 153, and then we'll check and see if we have the same answer. So go ahead and do that. All right, so let's double check. So 153, 100 plus 5 tens, so a value of 50, plus 3 ones. Now I'm going to find my whole. So I'm going to start with my ones. I have 5 ones, because 3 plus 2 is 5. Then I go to my tens place. So I have 70 plus 50. So looking at my tens, 7 plus 5 is 12. Can I have 12 tens in the tens place? Because if I show 12 tens, that is 120. Can I have 100 in the tens place? No. So watch what I'm going to do, Smarties. I'm going to take my 100 and I am going to add it to my hundreds place. So now I leave my tens with my tens and my hundreds with my hundreds. So now I have 300s. So 300 plus 20 plus 5. What whole would that make? 325. Now we're not done yet. This is a 2-part problem. Which album would hold all of Carmen's pictures? Album A could hold 225. Could that hold all of Carmen's photos? No, it's 100 less than 325. What about album B? Album B holds 275. Could that hold all of Carmen's pictures? No. What about album C? Album C can hold 375. Yes. So I am going to write, so 325 was our number of pictures. Our question asks which photo album will hold all of her pictures. Now I'm going to sneak that right here. I'm going to put a slash right here and put album. Which letter worked? Album C. Because it can hold up to 375 pictures. We wouldn't use all that space, but we would have enough space for her pictures. All right, it says write your own problem about the photo albums in problem 5. Have a partner solve your problem. All right, Smarties. Now, here is your challenge. Now, if you are one of my second grade Smarties, I want you to come up with your own problem for number 6. So use your imagination. Maybe you could make a problem that says, if I put album A and album B together, how many pictures could I hold? So, or I could say, if I added album A and album C, how many pictures would I have all together? It is up to you. Come up with your own creative problem for number 6. All right, Smarties. So that is it for lesson 13 with adding 3-digit numbers. Remember to find the value, to think of the value of each place in your 3-digit addition problems. As always, use a strategy that works best for you with adding and subtracting. Keep that growth mindset because good learners do hard things. All right, second grade Smarties, I will see you very soon with another video lesson. Happy learning.